This is music, and this is gonna be an Aldious heavy first impressions video. Welcome to another first impressions video. In these videos, I share with you my first impressions of the many blind buys I've picked up lately. This is going to be a bit of an Aldious heavy video because I only have 5 CDs to talk about, but 4 of them are by the Japanese power metal band Aldious. Let's just get down to business. Starting with this one here, this is Mermaid, obviously by Aldious. And this is fronted literally by Rami. She's the vocalist and she's on the front here. And I don't know if it counts as a single or an EP. You have 5 tracks on here, but 2 of them are instrumental versions of 2 other tracks on it. So basically 3 songs. So this is from their like early days, basically, because you have Rami on vocals, and this also means that we can expect the music to be a little bit more up tempo, high energy, and aggressive, and definitely that's what you have here. Some of the songs even have like thrash elements to them. I would say Confusion is a power thrasher, but it's definitely up tempo, power metal with just great tasty guitar work, a lot of nice guitar harmonies, great bass work, great drum work, awesome vocals. Rami is a technically very proficient vocalist, and actually on the debut album, um, she has a very acrobatic singing style, but it's not as acrobatic on the second album, and it's not as acrobatic on this album, and that's because the songs don't call for it. But her vocals are extremely powerful and very, expressive too. She's a great singer, and she does a great job on here. So this is a great kind of, yeah, power metal gem, if you wish. If you need a quick fix of power metal, this is perfect for that. Awesome stuff. Now we have an entire album by Aldius. This is District Zero, and this one is fronted by Reno, who took over after Rami left the band. And yeah, this is also a melodic power metal album with fast up tempo and borderline thrashy songs. You also have some softer songs and some ballads and some mid tempo songs and so on and so forth. Musically, this is great too. Uh, Again, tasty twin guitars, awesome bass work, and great drumming too. The vocals, Reno has a lot of fans, that is for sure. Her singing style is very different from Rami's singing style. Um, her voice is softer, it's not as powerful, and just my own personal opinion is that unfortunately, I don't think she has the voice for this kind of music. I know there are a lot of fans of hers out there and that's exactly what they love about her, namely that she has a singing style that you wouldn't expect on power metal album, and I can respect that, and I can respect that as an artistic choice. But at the end of the day, to me, I just don't think her voice has the power that this kind of music calls for. So it's a shame to me. Still a great album. I still enjoy it a lot, and I'm not saying that she's a bad singer. She can sing. She's a good singer, much better than me, because I can't sing my way out of a wet paperback. Um, and on her solo output, which is more pop funky, she actually sounds great because she has a voice for that style of music. But overall, this is a good album. I enjoy it and I can enjoy the instrumental parts, and I do enjoy the vocals too, just not as much as I like Rami's vocals. And Rin, who would take over after Reno, she has a more fitting voice too, I think. But it's a great album. I enjoy it. And now we have, I think this is a single because It has a White Crow on it, and that's what it's called, White Crow, which is a song from the District Zero album. So it's a single from that album. Again, you got 5 tracks, two of which are instrumental versions of two other tracks on here. One of them is White Crow, which is I think it's a great song. It's a metal song. It's a little bit more catchy. It's a little bit more pop leaning for sure, but it's nice and you can sing along to it. And it's catchy and it's memorable. Um, so it's a good song. It's nice to have that on a single here. And what's interesting about this is that it has the Reno version of Deep, and that's a good choice because her voice fits that song quite well because it's a softer song. It has ballad elements. It's very catchy. It's very melodic. It has, nice pop sensibilities. And her voice is very good to me for that style of music. Um, so yeah, this one is good. It is, I think, you know, maybe a shame that they had to. I know this because some hardcore Aldious fans have told me that there were some songs from the Rami era that they didn't play live because Reno couldn't sing them. I mean, that's a shame. But she can sing deep, and she does a good job on that. The last Aldious CD is this one here, All Bros, and this I think is a bona fide EP. Got 5 tracks on it. It also comes with a DVD with some music videos on it and a making of documentary too. So that's cool. Now, Reno sounds fantastic on this one. That's because they've changed the style a bit. It's still heavy metal, still has power metal elements, but it's much more melodic. It's much more dialed back. Um, it even has like elements of alternative rock, I would say. Like the song Monster is a good example of that, where you have almost like a funky drum beat and definitely elements inspired by, I would say, 90s alternative rock. But it is a more of a metal song to be sure. Uh, so she actually sounds great on this one, but that's because they changed the style. I like this one a lot. I think this is the one that sounds the best with her on vocals of the 4 ones I've shown you in this video, and I enjoy listening to it. I will say musically, I prefer these two Reno fronted ones because it's like, again, like more power metal and, faster and more aggressive and more high energy. But I enjoy this one because she sounds great on this one. Of course, you can debate, and I don't know if I even have an opinion on this, but maybe some of you do. You can debate whether it's a good or a bad thing that a band has to accommodate its musical style to the vocalist. Is that how it should be done? Maybe, maybe not. It's probably you've got to meet somewhere in the middle, right? That's probably the sensible way of looking at it. But you know, it's definitely something you can discuss. Like I said, I don't know if I have an opinion on it. And then just to change things up a bit, a drastic change in style here, death metal by Apophis. This one is called Heliopolis. This one I paid next to nothing for this one, and boy am I glad I picked this one up because this slaps. This is awesome. Uh, you got death metal style growls, of course, but it's not your guttural growls. It's more like your old school barky death metal growls. Musically, this leans heavily into old school death metal too. I mean, you can hear so much old school, just death metal riffage, and you're almost like borderline thrashy stuff all over the place. But what I really like about this, I already really like those features. What I really like about this is that it's very melodic. It's melodic death metal without being melodeath, if you know what I mean. But there's just so much tasty melodic guitar work. A lot of the riffs are themselves inherently melodic. So it's kind of melodic in the same sense as the Danish death metal band Cyanotic. I don't know how many people have heard Cyanotic, but they put out one album and a couple of demos, and it's all great stuff. They're kind of melodic in that sense, or maybe in the same way that Latter Day Death Their last last three, I would say, albums were actually very melodic, and there is definitely a death influence on this too. This is great stuff, awesome stuff. It's catchy, it's aggressive, it is very old school. It is also very melodic. My kind of death metal, along a lot of different other styles of death metal that are my kind of death metal. So there you go. Definitely, I enjoyed all of these. I have to say, I do prefer Rami fronted Aldious to Reno fronted Aldious, and I prefer Rin fronted Aldious to any other Aldious. I have to say, just because I love Rin's voice. It's Rin has a very powerful voice. So does Rami, but first Aldious I heard was Rin fronted, so that's why I have like a bias towards that. Um, and yeah, of course, now I don't know. I hope when hopefully Marina recovers from her health issues, that would be ideal and gets back into the band. Or maybe if they find another drummer, but I hope Marina will recover from her health issues. And they, hopefully they'll find a singer and start making music again. That's what I hope. And it's kind of fun to speculate who I think the perfect singer would be for Aldius. They've done some live work with some session vocalists, and Maki Oyama has done quite a lot of live work for them, and I think she would be a very interesting vocalist because she has more of a kind of a rock voice on her solo output for sure. Um, but I think also this is never gonna happen, but Sin Isomer I think would be the perfect vocalist for Aldius because she has a huge range on her voice and she's got really powerful vocals too. So that would be awesome. Anyways, yeah, check these out on your own. Apophis, fantastic death metal. Aldius, fantastic power metal. I do enjoy all uh, Aldius's output. I just like some more than others. Anyways, for now, thanks for watching.